Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Where's Wetzler. I'm your host, Mark Wetzler. We are back with episode 82 on the road to 1600. We left off yesterday at 1472, the highest rating we've achieved in this series so far. We're going to start with the tip of the day, which comes from K99JM06. One of the coolest metas, guys, that I've ever heard about it. I'm not saying that lightly. I was so stoked to learn about this, and this is something that I have been exposed to my entire life, but I never realized it or thought about it. So you might remember this round the other day. I thought it was possibly Cheyenne, Wyoming. Now, there are a couple of problems with this other than the meta that this person told me, but one of the problems is that there are no front plates on any of the cars, really, and Wyoming does have front plates. I tend to associate front plate states with being like liberal and north, kind of, but that's not the best metric for that. So yeah, I kind of forgot. I thought Wyoming didn't have front plates for a second, but it definitely does. There's also this truck here, and this is where the cool meta comes in. This is a news station truck. It says WBTW. Now, as you know, if you're American, probably news stations and radio stations usually have call signs. They're 4 letters. There's a big radio station in Seattle called KEXP that's super famous. A news station is Cairo 7. King FM is a radio station. Anyway, what I didn't know is that if you have a W at the beginning of the call sign, it will always, or almost always, be east of the Mississippi. And if you have a K call sign, it will always or almost always be west of the Mississippi. And that is just wild to me. So cool. And maybe I can even find a little map of it for real quick. Let's see. Historically, the West Blue has normally had K. East has normally had W. Middle area received W. Okay, whatever. Anyway, the boundary is K and W. Or the boundary is the Mississippi. And if you're American, you can just think of like a radio station or a news station in your town to remember that W is east, not west. W is east of the Mississippi. K is west. So even though that it's a crazy tip because like that's not going to help me that much there. But I'm at least never going to send Wyoming if I see that. And I don't know if I'll ever get that again. Maybe. If I do, I'll be ready. So thank you, K99JM06, for the tip. Let's get into the duels. I warmed up a little bit with some NMPZ Competitive World. I think that's the map they're still using. We've got Landon from Canada, 1371 rated player. Hello, Landon. Playing no move in, I thought Kenya, actually, for a second, like Mombasa. But we have French. Damalia Barni Ndali. That's probably a street. À côté du mosque. Oh, Côté du Mosque. We're going to go like Tuba. And it was just downtown Dakar, essentially. Is Barney a place? It might be. I don't want to remember that because that's too much information for my brain. South Africa, surely. Lots of pine stands, which normally are found near Eswatini. So we're going to send up there. And I usually send down south, but I think it's actually better to send a little further north. And we sent the same thing. And it's basically downtown Durban. Drinking a berry lemonade Guayaki this morning. That's a lot of caffeine, but I've only had like half of it, so. Bangla? Or why is that person driving right? No, it's Vietnam. And we don't have holy bowls. I think I'm actually going somewhat north on this. Not too far north, somewhat north. Oh, and it's downtown Saigon. Dang it. I need to learn some Vietnam meta. Please let me know if you have any like good ones for differentiating north from south or anything in Vietnam. High yield. I'm looking for high yield. Is this Qatar? Where's the antenna? What? I don't see the antenna. But it still should be Qatar, right? I don't think you really get this blur in Oman. Maybe you do? I think we gotta go to Qatar here. I don't know. This is a little weird. It was UAE. Ooh, tough start. Tough start. Landon is playing fine. I am sending Qatar on UAE, which is tough. And we got South Africa again. Big mountain range to the north. Interesting. Or more of a ridge than anything. And these ones I find very hard. But it's a big, important road. And maybe we actually go somewhere like this. I could see the vision here. It doesn't line up great, but I'm going to try it. And it was downtown Uppington. Gosh, I am just struggling. What am I doing, guys? What am I doing? Why am I sending that far south? There's like super red soil. We got a town called Gutdink. And we got northern Kyrgyzstan here. And everyone, except for me, is decent at guessing, region guessing Kyrgyzstan. I don't understand it. And I can't even find the country. Okay, it was like, wow, that was like a panic moment. That was a panic moment. That's like sometimes when you can't find Bhutan, you know? It happens, guys, right? Does it happen? Maybe it happens, doesn't happen. Why am I going away from full screen? I think this is South Africa again because we have what looks like some Afrikaans. And I kind of want to go somewhat coastal here, like Durban ish area. Richards Bay, Durban, Kberga. I'm worried it's further south. It's further north. Wow. I lose 1,000 points there. I have no business losing 1,000 points on that. Although I really didn't know what I was doing. But urban South Africa can be hard. Mexico? Sun South. Blue car. Trident poles. Is it just, I mean, do you get blue car in the US? I think you do. It's just Arizona? Is it just the weirdest Arizona? I mean, it's like, let's check the road angle. The road angle is weird. We would have mountains there. This is a bigger highway, so that's not going to work. Huh. I don't love this. I do not love this. I'm worried it's like Texas. So flat and just barren and empty. I'm going southern Arizona. I really don't know. It was Texas. I think we lose there. Dang it. We got the country. They didn't get the country, but it doesn't matter. You're going for regions. That's a big rating hit. 21. Wow. I need a second. All right, we're back with duel number 2 of the day. We've got Henry James, 1402 rated player from the United States of America. Looks like we're in Nigeria, and by Nigeria, I of course mean Ghana. And we're going to be clicking Kumasi here, surely, and calling it a day. Calling it an afternoon. We're going to lose 29 points for our terrible guess. Henry James, alt, possibly, or just really good player with a low border. Got Argentina here with these crazy poles. It's going to be somewhat north, probably. We're on a bit of a curve. We got a bit of a red road. And I was thinking this region here, Santa Fe, Entre Rios. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Who knows? Maybe a little further north, actually. Santa Fe. I like Santa Fe. Corrientes. Okay, it was Santiago del Estero. We lose another 64 points. Jeez. Le Henri is doing a little bit better as we move into round 3. In possibly Latvia? I could dig it. I could dig Latvia here. Or Lith. I'm going to send it. I think it's probably Baltics. And by Baltics, I mean Poland. And Le Henri, once again, getting closer by guessing Lith. I'm getting annoyed by Le Henri. I will quench my... Okay, I need to lock in. We got, I think, Brazil here. That was my thought. Reddish car, though. Wait a minute. Arge? Interesting car. Interesting car. Interesting insulator. I don't think it's South Africa. I don't think it's Australia. We're driving right. It honestly looks like the US. But it's the sun is like clearly north. I think this has to be Argentina. Or like coastal RGDS. Now, I kind of want to send coastal RGDS. I might do it. It's a big commit. It's a big commit, but I'm gonna try it. No, it's Argentina. Woo! I know you get wooden poles in RGDS sometimes. That's what I've been told. You probably would have antenna though, maybe. Chile or Peru? Interesting. House looks kind of Chilean to me. Sun is pretty Norse. I mean, it could be Peru too. I mean, I think it's either Peru or northern Chile. I don't really see it being anywhere else. Where would you get just this mountainous, like, craziness in northern Chile, though? Like there? Or, no, I mean, that doesn't make sense to me. To make sense to... But I don't love... Maybe, like, somewhere here. I kind of want to go northern Chile, to be honest. I'm going to go northern Chile. I don't know how much Gen 4 there is in northern Chile. Let me know in the comments if you know, or I'll just go and plonk it, but... Yeah, this is going to be interesting. I do think it's going to be Chile. No, it's just downtown Lima. I'm getting crushed today. I am just slightly off today, I guess, or something. But we're going to lock in. We're going to try. Philly? Or Indo? I'm so just like unconfident now that I've gotten some bad guesses. I'm just like, well, I have no idea. These blocks, I can't remember if they're more of a Philly thing or more of an Indo thing. Yikes. Yikes, guys. Not good. Not good. Yeah, it's not looking good for me. Okay. We might survive. Yeah, we do survive that. Wow. Okay. Let's not hang the jib yet, as they say. As someone says, maybe. Let's keep trying. Oman? Surely. And I would think just near Muscat somewhere. That's what I would think. That's what I would think. Okay, we actually finally did a little bit of damage on him. That makes me feel okay to finally sort of get something right. Long road, though. Long road. Interesting. What the heck is this? Excuse me? Is this turkey? Is this a weird turkey? Those poles, I think, might be a Turkish thing. Is this like a weird northern turkey? Can I please get a copyright? Do we have any riffs? No. 2016, though. Ooh. Do we actually go Monty? Do you get Monty without riffs? Someone asked me that the other day. I don't know. Gen 3, no antenna. Do we go Serbia? Let's try Serbia. Let's try Serbia. Maybe it's Turkey. Maybe it's Serbia. Maybe it's northern Albania. Maybe it's something else, and I'm throwing. I don't know what this is. It was Turkey, and they went Russia, and we lose on that. That is, devastating. I'm sending Trabzon, and I'm getting it. Yeah, wow. Guys, oh my gosh, another 18 rating. That's wonderful. All right, we're back with another duel, the third and final duel of the day. We got Henrik from somewhere, sun in the north here. Wait, I can't even see. Yes, looks like an Argentinian pole. And, gosh, I'm going north again. I don't know where this is, but feeling a little bit down over because of those two losses to start off the day. I know I just need to not worry about rating. Rating comes and goes. It really does. I could play a couple of duels off camera today and get all of that elo back, so it doesn't matter. Or I could lose more. You never know. Brazil feels, I was going to say Amazonian to me. We do have lots of babaçu palms, I think they're called. And we have some acai palms. I think this is one of those roads that Brazil built that just like massacred the Amazon and head straight through it. So we're going to look for one that lines up. There's a road that goes through Pará, but it's the wrong angle. It could also be this road, but I don't think so. I think we send like further up here. I'm going to just keep it near Santarém. Okay, it was down there. Jeez, interesting. Interesting. It was the 319. Yeah, I mean, those roads go like straight through the Amazon. Okay, Europe was the first thought here. We do have like what looks like a European car. Feels somewhat central to me. We've got a 2023 copyright. I was going to send, I don't know what I was going to send. I don't know what I like here. Maybe somewhere central. I'm just going to skyplonk. Oh, it was Italy. Wow. And I go Austria, which makes no sense, but it was hedging a lot of different things. Italy makes sense with the foliage and the hills, and I don't know. It makes sense. So good get from Enrique there. Wow. Tough one. Sunset coverage in India. I wanted to go somewhat north, actually. But what do you do here? I wanted to go somewhat northeast. Maybe I'll go like Chhattisgarh. Okay, that was a pretty good guess. I mean, we're still 385 kilometers away, but good guess for me and for this duel. So we'll take it. We will take it as we move to... Surely Peru, right? Interesting. This is a really cool lock. I don't know where to go. Some of it looks like kind of Cajamarca-y. I'm going there. And it was basically downtown Lima. That is actually kind of wild. We did quite well, both of us there. He did even better, of course, but we did quite well. Okay, British Isles. And it does look like that's a yellow plate. So I'm going to send England. Not think about it too much. Don't think it's super north, but tough to tell. And it was just in the Cotswolds area. So we'll move on to round 7, 2.5x damage. Wow, this duel is flying by. And we are in the US, I think, 2024 copyright. Interesting rumble strips. And... Interesting plate there. I want to go like Southern Illinois here. But I'm worried that I can't remember. It might be Kentucky. Or it's Connecticut. That is wild. That makes sense with the plate, but it does not make sense with that hill. Wow. Talcott Mountain. Okay. I thought Europe. You guys thought Europe. Everyone thought Europe. We thought maybe France or Germany. We can look at the copyright to possibly rule out Germany, but not. What am I looking at here? What is that? Is that a glitch? Why do I feel like this is more France than Germany? I don't know why. It was Germany. Jeez. Okay. That's fine. We lose 1,000 points. Which is not, I'm not thrilled about, but all that really matters is this next round right here, round 9, 3.5x in India. Wonderful. Wonderful. I don't know where you get that car, but this is just wonderful. Oh no. 2025, is it ever Nepal? Is that the dumbest thing to send ever? I don't know if... Is that the dumbest thing to send? I'm going to send it. It was the dumbest. It wasn't the dumbest thing to send. It was actually almost got me the win, which is crazy. Wrong country. Okay, now we know India has 2025. That's good to know. At least some 2025. Mexico? Or Brazil? Sun is very south. We're going Mexico. Oh, I can't see that plate though. Ooh, I don't like this very much, to be honest. I'm worried it's Bahia. I think I have to send Bahia. If this is Mexico, I'm just done. Oh my gosh. How do I lose 2,400 points there? Well, I would have lost the gate duel if I had sent Mexico, so let's just be thankful. Tunisia. I think that's the Tunis follow car. And we need to 5K here. We need to 5K. Do we have any mountains? No, we got a bit of a ridge to the east. And then it curves up and curves. Huh. They're probably trying to 5K too. Bit of a mountain range to the east, I said? Or way in the distance. But we're not in like a population center. I mean, even if we 5K, do we have a chance of... I think I just got to go Tunis here. Going there. Oh my gosh, we might win on that. Oh my gosh, what a terrible way to win, but I needed that so bad. That is so ridiculous. Wow, I've been getting a decent amount like that lately, though. That's not how you want to win. That's not how you want to win. But at the same time, I will take it. That brings us back to 1445. We did lose quite a few rating points today, but that's all right. Yeah, anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do right now. It's a beautiful day here in the mountains of central Washington. Maybe I'll play some duels off camera at some point, just because I need to play a lot if I'm going to get better and if I'm going to eventually get to 1600. So we'll see about that. Maybe I'll study or something. I got other things I should do, but we'll see if I actually do them. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.